let's go all the way to the top because I only started this Telegram very recently. So I called this trade out, but then this never got triggered in, so nothing here. Then I called this beautiful GBP USD trade out. Okay, again, it hit TP2. Let me show you. Boom, it melted. Okay, look, I called out sells over here. You can see, called out a sell stop. It melted. And then if you continue going down, TP1 hit, and then TP2 smashed 100 pips. So on this trade, I gained 6%. Okay, on this trade, I risked 2%, and the risk to reward on this trade was a 1 to 3. So I made 6% on this trade. Okay, and then on this trade, if we take a look, this trade was a break-even trade. I even showed my signal group that I just took a break-even trade, £23 loss. But what ended up happening with this trade was it eventually ended up melting. If you look, it wicked me. I took break-even trades over here because I entered over here, boom, wicked me out, and then look, it melted in my favor. So this was just a little break-even trade, still up 6%. If we continue going down, another boom, I took partials here, like I said, then the rest got taken out of break-even. I took 1.5% partial, so I'm up 7.5% right now. This was a trade, and this was the last trade over here. This was a beautiful trade that I took here. So boom, TP1 got hit. This was Euro JP by the one I was going over right now. This trade over here. This was a 1 to 5. You can clearly see I was risking 2%. I took partials out over there at this was, I believe, a 1 to 2. So that was 2%, and the rest I let run. That was 5%. 7 plus 7. Currently, my signals group is up 14%. Okay, this is live and transparent. I'm not hiding anything. Okay, so but on average basis, I make 15 to 20%.
Yeah. So guys, this supposed my friend he's connecting to the audio right now, and he should be back.
Yo, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, he's back. Yeah, I can hear you. So
Okay,
one of the
I was on a roll as well.
Yeah. So someone asked what he understands from what you so far explained is that you take 2 trades. Is that correct?
Yo, repeat that.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. I'm back.
Yeah. So did you catch the question?
No. Say it for me again.
So when you take 2 trades, it reaches 1-1, you close 1 trade, and then you set the SL of the second trade to break even later on, right?
Yeah, perfect. That's what it is. So if you're risking 2%, take 2 trades with 1% each. Okay. So you're basically entering 2 trades with 1% each, risking 2%. You let one run to TP1 and the other one run to TP2. And once TP1 is hit, put your stop to break even. There's no point risking once any amount of capital once you've made once it's reached that far into profit. So if it does come back and take you out at break even, cool. It doesn't matter. Like this trade, it didn't come back and take me out at break even. It was a beautiful 1 to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm messaging this or whatever you're saying. I'm translating it to the text message.
Okay, fine. Is my audio fine now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. Now, before I wrap up, I just want to break down this EJ trade I took as well, which was a 1 to 5 risk reward. You can even see I was posting on my Telegram over here. Right. So let me break this one down. Okay. Let's go back. Let's use this replay tool. Where did I take this trade? I took this trade at the break of this level. It's a bit laggy, in it. Yo, hers.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
the screen is a bit laggy right now.
I think there's too much going on. Let me close this window though. Oh, that's so annoying, man. Is there any other questions also, right?
No, there's no questions yet.
Yeah, okay, I closed a lot of applications. I think it should be a bit better. Okay, we're back. Okay, fine. So let me use this replay tool now. Let's go back in time to where I was looking at this trade. So again, the first thing I done was identify if it's a buying or selling opportunity. So again, let's look at structure. I really want you guys to get this, okay? So if we look at structure and keep a very simple mindset, okay? Let's not overcomplicate the charts. We can see a huge impulse up, then we see a retracement, okay? We see an impulse up. Now what we see is a break of structure. Again, this was the most recent level of structure which has got broken. This was our lower high point, okay? So now at this point onwards, we're only looking for sells. Why? Because this level got broken, okay? So now we see a retracement up and we see it completely melt, okay? So now this is our most recent level of structure. So let me get rid of these ones, okay? So you guys don't get confused. So we see this impulse, retracement, and an impulse, okay? So now this is our established high. This is our higher high, okay? Now we need, this is our higher low, sorry, okay? So higher higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, okay? So now what I did was I'll wait for price to get back into this region before now looking for what? No, further down, okay? Further past this into the next sort of leg, okay? But for me to know where I'm going to be targeting, I use a Fibonacci retracement. I go from this high to this low, okay? And then my targets are going to be, TP2 is going to be this 27.2 level. TP1, I usually like to go for a 1-to-1, okay? So anyways, what I saw was price came, and this was the sort of level. So let me show you this tool. This is called a fixed range volume tool. It's a very powerful tool, okay? So if we take this range from here to here, what we can see now is this level over here. So there's a lot of volume sitting over here. However, I've got this level marked up. Now this is where it gets very interesting, okay? Because what majority of people are going to do is, they're going to start taking sells. They're going to start taking sells from this level over here. So what they're going to be like, so what they're going to do now is they'll be like, oh, okay, price is going to start reversing. Let me take sells here with my stops just above, with my stops over here and targeting the same level, correct? But what you need to understand is this is a liquidity zone right over here, okay? So what we need to do is we need to wait for it to reach this high before we're looking for anything. So people that entered here, guess what happens? Oh, they say a bit of profit and boom, it just goes against them, gets spiked right out. But what I do, I like to be very patient with my trades. I like to wait for them to play out, okay? Let's get that back again. So again, boom, we got that liquidity spike, then a complete rejection, okay? So now I'm interested, okay? Once price breaks below this green line I've highlighted here, so if you go to the 30-minute time frame, you can see a bit clearly. Once price action breaks below this level over here, let's use this tool to highlight it better. That's when I become interested. I'm like, okay, I'm interested in this trade now because what I want is a break and a retest to see it further down. However, this was not the right time. It was around 5:30. I'm not interested in trades around that time. So what I'm going to wait for is New York session the next day, which is around 2 p.m. So what I see, look, we see some sort of resistance here and we got a bit of push down, but again, this was a fake out. So if anyone's taking sales here, you would have got faked into the trade and boom, your stop loss would have got hit. That's why you need to be very careful and only take trades during the right session. So now look what happened again. We got a double top creating at this point now, okay? So what you could have done if you identified that, you could have entered here. However, I like to enter my trades once I'm 100% sure, and I like these moving averages to also line up. I'm not going to be taking sales once the moving averages are below the price, okay? I want to take sales when moving averages are underneath the price. So there's more confidences in my trading. So again, what we saw was, this is my level over here. What we saw was, okay, I saw price broke my level. So now I'm only going to be looking for sales. So again, let's highlight structure on the 30-minute because we want all the structures to be in confluence with each other. We see an impulse, a retracement, an impulse. We see it come back to this level. It did not violate it. It held that level, okay? If this level got violated, then we'd be looking for sells. Since this level did not get violated, we're only looking for buys. So if you wanted, you could have taken buys from here and just rolled that out. However, since the high time frame is sells only, I'm not going to be counter trend trading. So again, we're looking for buys only at this moment of time. This is what I meant by people getting faked in the trade, because you can see at this point, this level got violated. And so you'd be like, you know what, it sells now, let me take sells. However, it was just a fake out. So people would have got stopped out over here. But since again, it's 8 o'clock London time, I don't trade during that time, I only trade from 12 to 4 p.m. London time, GMT. So I'm not interested in none of this, okay? So again, we're only looking for buys, prices just consolidating. That's why I've got these levels highlighted over here. We see another push up. Again, you could have taken buys because this level is continuing to get respected. So look, there's 2 buying opportunities right here for you. Anyways, what I'm waiting for is this level of structure to get violated for me to then take sells. And that's exactly what happened during New York session. That's why I entered impulsively over here with my stops just above these highs over here. So let's get rid of all of this mess so you can see clearly, okay? And this is very powerful. Structure is very, very powerful. So I entered impulsively over here. I also entered another position over here when it violated this level, but I didn't call it on the signals group because I want to make sure I'm only giving the best quality signals. So currently I was in 2 positions. There was around 2 lots over here and another 2 lot over here with my stops just above these highs over here. So all of this price action was above that, okay? So now let's just let it play out. Let's just see what happens. We got this retest back into that level. And at this point, I knew it was a fake out. People would have started getting worried saying, oh no, it's going against us, it's going to hit our stop loss. But again, if I zoom in for you, you can see the moving averages are getting respected. This is why I don't take trades from here. Rather, I wait for the moving averages to get broken and then get respected before I take trades. This is a fake out because what happened the next candle, it just completely melted. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna melt. So if I let this trade play out, we can see at this point over here, I think I took some profits because I saw this big wick and I just wanted to be a bit safe. At this point, I'm like, stops to break even. And we just let things play out. So we got this nice double top formation over here. If you wanted, you could enter another position. This just comes down to intuition now and at what level you are in the markets. You could enter another position here. I didn't because we're coming to the end of the week. I'm happy with the profits I've made. So now I'm just gonna let it run on the 4-hour time frame, so it's a bit quicker. So now look what happened. We continue to melt and we get to the point we are right now. TP2 hit. If I go to the signal called Euro JPY sells, this was my entry, my stop loss 131214. You can see, oh, I've moved it to break even, but it was at 131214. And if you look at my take profits, 129.775, TP2, 129. Let's just move that a bit. 775 was around. Let's go TP2 inputs. 129.775. Enter that, boom, to the pip.